Thank you for joining us one more time here at Work It Out Workshop video series. Today we have an exciting new guest, and as you know, we're always giving you great tips of health and wellness. And we're going to be talking about energy healing. Now, I know you've heard that word quite a bit, energy healing, and it seems like some kind of new age, far out thing, but you're going to be learning how beneficial it can be for you. And as usual, we want you to learn some alternative ways or additional ways for healthy living. So I'm very excited to introduce to you Sheri Gilburth with
Hi.
Energy Heart Center. Thank you for joining me, Sheri.
Thank you.
So
Thank
Sheri,
you.
what is this energy healing? What is that about? Energy and massage? I know that you do some energy massage healing. Tell me a
I
little bit.
do. I started my practice with Asian body work, which works with acupressure, and that started me kind of on the journey of a holistic approach to working with the body.
Okay.
I incorporate craniosacral therapy, which we'll talk about a
I was
little bit
gonna say,
later.
you're gonna have to break
'Cause
that
people say,
down
what
for
is
us.
that?
Yes.
I incorporate Reiki healing and
Reiki.
pranic healing, which we'll talk about a little later. And I also have a lot of mentors in the shamanic healing world, which in every ancient culture, there was a medicine man or woman that worked with both the energies of heaven and earth. So they worked with everything from herbs to plants to different energy healings to body work. And so I mentor with some of them and have mentored with some of them as well and continue to do so. So all of my sessions combine all of that together with the traditional massage therapy approach.
Yeah, so you sounds like there's quite a few modalities that you
Yes.
use in doing energy body
Yes.
work. How did you get started?
I actually got started from my own personal journey. I was very sick in college. I was anorexic and bulimic. Came from a depression that was both a chemical imbalance with me and stuffing my own emotions. And my own healing journey led me to go away from traditional medicine and traditional therapy. I saw a healer that did the body work and energy healing with me, as well as I did a lot of meditation in the mountains, and decided that this is what I want to do with my life, to be in service to those who were in a crisis or turning point, because I believe a crisis is just a turning point. So whether clients come for pain, migraines, headaches, fibromyalgia, they're at a point where their body or their soul is telling them, I'm ready to shift. And so I like to facilitate them doing that.
And can I ask around what age were you when you were starting to learn the energy healing?
I started my practice at 22, I believe it was. Yes, I started my practice at 22.
And throughout your own personal experience, you're willing now to share with everyone
Absolutely.
how great it is. So tell me,
Absolutely.
you were talking about headaches, and well, most of us, when we talk about headache, we'll pop a pill
Yes.
or rub our temples.
Yes. Yes.
Or get angry, or
Yes.
try to get something to eat. So what else can we do, Sheri? Help us out.
Well, that gets me to the craniosacral piece, because the craniosacral therapy works the cranial bones in your head, and this is kind of the wow factor, cool thing about the work I do, is that they've proven actually that they once thought the cranial bones fuse, but they don't. They also thought that the cellular structure used to be one being by the time you're a certain age. They've proven that it doesn't.
Okay.
So what the craniosacral therapy does is it works with any imbalances that get in the actual bone structure of the head to work to where there's space. So if you can think of how much oxygen and blood flow needs to actually get to your brain in order for health to be there.
Yeah.
Think of if there's a compression in the bone and you're just looking at squeezing the head together, that's going to obviously cause a headache.
Headache, right.
It also works with the sacrum, hence the craniosacral. So a lot of times there'll be issues in the hip, the pelvis, from a similar perspective. And I'm going to demonstrate how light the touch is, because it's a very specific rhythm that you can only feel by touching very lightly.
So are you saying that if someone has a headache,
Yes.
and is this a chronic headache?
Yes.
Headaches that just won't go away, and they're always
Yes.
trying different things to try and get rid of it?
Yes, chronic
so one would
headaches.
visit someone like you, an energy healer, and then would you find the root cause of it? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Usually it's coming from the sacrum or one of the bones in
So
the
is
head.
that are you referring to posture?
It doesn't have to be. It can be falls, trauma. It can be emotional trauma. It can also come from chemicals, because the glands and the hormones lay underneath those structure of the head. So if the glands or the hormones get off, it can pull them out.
So at what point do you think someone should visit a healer like yourself?
If you're at a place where you're having anything chronic, if there's anything that you feel like is bothering you, so say you do have headaches so often, you do have fibromyalgic pain, also say you're at a time in your life where things are shifting for you, that's going to shift the structure of your body
And so when
too.
you're saying shifting for the audience, what do you mean by shifting?
Life transitions, school, college, stress,
Extra
baby.
stress,
Yeah,
yes,
any
yes.
extra stress.
Okay.
That's when I say you definitely want to come and see some type of bodywork energy healer. And that's where I love the disciplines that I do, because the craniosacral work can work a lot with headaches and sleep. The energy piece, so the Reiki, which is actually a form of ultraviolet heat that you're attuned. So you go through a ceremony where you're cleansing your own internal system, so you're able to send that energy to yourself and others freely. It's available to everyone.
So if someone was to come to see you, what would they expect that you would be doing with them?
You first come in and we have an interview process. So I ask what's your reason for coming? What's your intention? And my clients will fall into one of two major categories. They'll be coming with chronic physical pain. Again, the headaches, the migraines, the fibromyalgia, injuries that are just nagging and won't go away. Or they are going through life transitions and their world's turning upside down and it's affecting them in every way.
And if how many visits or how often would I come to someone, or someone would come to you?
It depends.
Can it be healed in one session?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Anything can heal right away. That's my belief. It's all up to how open and receptive and ready the person is.
Ah, that's
and
where I was going. So have you worked on those that said, well, I was referred here, but I don't believe in this junk?
No, because they just won't call. I set the intention that the people that really are ready, and really our whole center, who's ready, who really wants to heal, comes. I do have clients that aren't ready for doing the super deep piece, and so we get you to where you're not having the headache as much, or we get you to where you're able to relax, and then we can go deeper. And that's where it depends. If you're brand new to the work.
Okay, so I have a headache coming on.
Oh.
So you know what I'm getting ready to ask for,
A
right?
little
Think I get a little demonstration?
All right. So first I'm going to show a little of the craniosacral work, just to give you an idea of how light the touch is. So you're barely touching the head.
Barely touching, yes.
And what I'm doing is just feeling for her rhythm, which is a little wider this side. So I'm just very gently moving the energy that way. Very, very quick and brief, but you probably will initially feel, and there it went a little bit. So that's just so you can get the idea of how soft it is. And then the Reiki energy, so say she came in with a headache in the session, I would spend time here and then go to here, because what I find with a lot of people is they just need some heart love. So I'm going to send that Reiki energy here. What makes it so amazing, I'm going to keep holding for you. What makes it so amazing being with a team in our co-op center at Heart Center Therapy is that we have group Reiki healing circles that I facilitate with Reggie Ruel, who's sitting over there, hence I'm looking that way. We have yoga and Tai Chi classes, which you're going to hear from Masood in a minute, or in a couple of weeks, so whenever our next video is out. So when I feel that people need movement, they can get the movement. And we have other services that you can see if you go to www.heartcentertherapy.com. I always work on people's heart, because we all come from our heart, and we all want to serve the true joy of everybody. So with that being said, I hope you get to visit us soon. And we're just off of exit 30 on 285.
All right. Well, from my heart to your heart, thank you so much. We've made a head and heart connection here at Work It Out Workshop. Look forward and come and visit us again for your 10 minutes of inspiration with Work It Out Workshop.